I would say I had two problems while I was out there. One, the clamp from the tiller to the rudder post was a little bit loose. So the tiller, or the rudder, was moving relative to the tiller, and eventually I had difficulty turning to port. But I was able to notice that because the tiller no longer aligned with this clamp here. And then I had to move it back, let's see, I had to move it back this way, I think. And so to correct that, of course, I just tightened the bolts and I put a pin through here. So that's done. Second problem I had was the bolt that you're seeing on top of this valve cover was a little bit loose and it leaked oil a little bit. And that was it. All I had to do was tighten that bolt, and then that oil leak is gone. During the 6 weeks I've been out here so far, there were at least 7 days when people were getting blown off their anchors. I happen to have good holding. It's just luck. Has nothing to do with anything I did. I have a good anchor. It's designed for something over 40 feet. And this boat is 33 feet. This boat weighs 16,000 pounds. And the anchor is designed for twice that. So I was okay, but it was stressful. And that's my point in bringing it up, is that this boat life has a lot of stress in it. So this island right there is Chuckanut Island. And during the storm, I was on the other side of it, up against the south shore. And the wind blew up to like 30 miles an hour and took me off my anchor, and I made it halfway from that shore towards Chuckanut Island before I was able to stop the boat from drifting. I was able to get the engine going and start motoring towards the far shore again. And then I'd hop out on deck and drag the anchor up, and then made it all the way to the shore and re-anchored. I was able to stay for the rest of the day and night there. And so everything turned out okay, but of course that was no fun. But on the other hand, it also got rid of my fears because the worst had happened and I survived it. And somebody who I talked to, who's been sailing for about 50 years, drug anchor into some pilings and a second time into a pier. The weather has been pretty bad this summer, so I think I just got unlucky. But that's okay. Like I said in the last video, I don't have that love of the water, so I don't feel like this was unlucky in a way that would have really changed anything. I still wouldn't be coming back out here, I don't think. Today is Sunday, the 17th. I was supposed to get out on Friday the 15th, but the wind was so strong that the crane was unable to operate during those weather conditions. Fortunately, I had called the day before on Thursday and checked to see how everything was arranged. So they told me that they probably would not be able to get me out, so I didn't even go down there, which was very lucky that I had called them to find out about that. So the next haul out date is Friday the 22nd. That's on another Friday, and the weather is predicted to be pretty good then. Should be 80 with little to no wind on that day. So that should be my haul out, and that should be the end of my adventure. Hopefully all goes well, and this will probably also be my last video. I think this will be it for me as far as water adventure goes. I haven't decided for sure, but most likely. I've had so many difficulties out here, and I don't have that love of the water. I think I got unlucky with all of the wind. I would say at least every other day the wind was a big problem. Maybe I couldn't get the dinghy to shore because it was so difficult to row with the wind. Rowing is not a very powerful way to get around. You really need an outboard motor. So if I was going to go out again, I would definitely get a brand new, reliable outboard motor. So in closing, I wish you all well, and I hope you have great lives.